What's going on, everybody? This is No Filter, a Nintendo podcast, and here is a tour, a kind of a walkthrough of my Wii U in 2022. This is before the Wii U eShop closes down, and yeah, I've been, I didn't get the Wii U day one. I got it a little bit later with the Mario Kart 8 bundle, and by that time, it already had quite a few games out. So pretty much as soon as I got the Wii U, I had constant games to play. I played this thing all the time back in the day. Honestly, this was actually one of my main Netflix boxes. Being able to have a kind of a portable tablet like this, semi-portable tablet to watch Netflix was a huge thing. But yeah, as far as playing games, this was amazing for parties. This was through my university days when the Wii U was out. So a lot of great memories. But I'm going to be going through all of my apps and game recommendations and my daily play log and everything like that, that you can see with the Wii U. And yeah, I haven't went on any buying sprees or anything like that since the announcement. I probably won't. So these are just of the games that I've purchased from, say 2016 back, I would say. And yeah, no, it's a unique system, has a whole lot of flaws, had a lot of droughts, but again, as I said, I never really experienced too much of that. But yeah, going back now and looking at it, oh man, it is a very flawed console with some truly amazing games. So yeah, anyway, let's just get started here. First off, I'm just going to talk about how I have everything laid out here. So typically with my Wii U, I'd always have the top left with the disc. Beside that, the Wii menu, which was an amazing feature of the Wii U, being able to play all your old Wii games, including some that they made available to download, which is pretty amazing. System settings up here, then I would have one for apps, which would be all this kind of stuff, and demos, which I have quite a few downloaded. And then the rest here, I wouldn't typically have this. I would have these folders based on genres of games or type of games that I'm playing. But in this case, I actually ordered these from my most to least favorite for the most part. I did try to avoid putting Nintendo games in the top here. I kind of want to split it up a little bit. But yeah, we can go over all these games, and I'll go over my recommendations and some that I would deem as hidden gems. Um, but yeah, after that, again, we can take a look at Miiverse quickly here. Obviously, Miiverse is closed down. Got the cool kind of friends list, which is pretty dated now, I think. But it was, I guess it was there for the time. Nintendo eShop, which is incredibly slow, absolutely just a pain to search through. The internet browser, which was surprisingly really good on the Wii U. Notifications and download management. Something else you could do here, actually, which I always hated about the Wii U. It was just very annoying. But you can switch the screen on. So this is I'm playing on the gamepad here, and that's what you're looking at. But you can switch the screen on the TV, and between that and the gamepad, and then the TV would always just have this blank, kind of boring looking screen here, especially after the Miiverse closed down. It just doesn't work. It's not much info shown there, not much that you actually really care about seeing. Just not a good design. But yeah, anyway, let's go over all of these downloaded games. I will have a video later of my actual physical game collection. I have quite a few games there. But yeah, let's go over my favorite downloadable games. So yeah, here are my favorite downloaded games on the Wii U. Some hidden gems here, some pretty common ones. But yeah, these are all my downloaded ones. Not too many Nintendo, mainly indie games. I was very much into the indie game scene throughout the Wii U and the 3DS. So yeah, let's just get started. My favorite game on the Wii U, one of my probably in my top 5 games on the Wii U, but one of my favorite downloaded games is Affordable Space Adventures. It's an incredible, probably the best co-op game I've ever played. So much fun playing through this with somebody. I would recommend trying to get 2 other people, but I did play with just me and a friend, and we went through the whole game, and almost an entire afternoon we played through, afternoon and evening. And yeah, it was just hella fun. Just get some beers, get playing. It's absolute blast. Runbow, played this a ton with parties and stuff like that. The music's fantastic. Great little party platforming game, and you can have up to 8 people playing at a time. It's really a lot of fun. Sports Ball, definitely a hidden gem here. I want to talk about Sports Ball. It's very much like the game Joust on NES and in arcades and stuff like that, which I also loved. But this one's more of a party game with kind of the joust as the main mechanic. Really a lot of fun and some really cool kind of art and what's the term, kind of style to it. It's a pretty fun. Scram Kitty and His Buddy on Rails. One of the first eShop games I got. I believe I got this with the Wii U Digital Deluxe program, which I forget the exact change, but it was like if you got, if you bought a full $60 game, you'd probably get about $5 worth of Digital Deluxe free money, basically. And you can download more games. It was a really cool little program that they did to encourage people to buy downloaded stuff. But yeah, Scram Kitty and His Buddy on Rails, really a lot of fun. It's very arcadey, kind of a shooter mixed with a platformer. It's really fun. BitTrip presents Runner 2 Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. Love this game. I do think Runner 3 on Switch kind of stepped back in quality a little bit, but I love Charles Martinet being the kind of the narrator, and just really addictive, fun, auto running rhythm game. Really fun. Swords and Soldiers 2. This is one of my favorite indie series since the Wii days with the original Swords and Soldiers. It's been released on so many other platforms, but when they announced Swords and Soldiers 2 was coming out, I was so excited and I loved the game playing through it. Really got to pick it up and play through it again, but it's a really fun real-time strategy, tower defense kind of game. It's kind of a little bit tough to explain, but it's really a lot of fun, kind of like an RTS. Fast Racing Neo. Everyone kind of knows this by Fast RMX now on the Switch, but yeah, Shinin do fantastic work. This game is gorgeous and plays really well. It's really the F-Zero game that Nintendo fans kind of really wanted, and yeah, it's really a lot of fun. Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition. First time I played this game, heck of a lot of fun. Really good, amazing Metroidvania game. Still haven't played Guacamelee 2. I heard it's not as good, but I do have it on Switch, and I'm just waiting to actually sit down and play it. Armillo, which was definitely, I think, kind of a hidden gem. I feel like it's got quite a bit of attention, at least recently. But it's similar to like a 3D Sonic game, but over planetoids, similar to like Mario Galaxy. It's not as fast, not as polished, but as far as a hidden gem indie game on the Switch, this is definitely one to take a look at. It's really a lot of fun. Freedom Planet. I think this was a Kickstarter game, and it went through a lot of things. But yeah, this is basically Sonic done incredibly well in, 2D Sonic. It's a lot of fun. Really good game. Cloudberry Kingdom. This is a really hard as nails, procedurally generated platformer. Very precision based. It's really fun. Pretty bland looking when you see it, but actually playing it, it's really addictive, and it's for people who are hardcore into platformers. It's really a fun game. Teslagrad, another really good game here, actually. It is kind of I wouldn't say Metroidvania, but it is like a 2D platformer, action platformer. And yeah, no, it's really cool. It has some really cool art style, and I love the whole Tesla kind of aesthetic with electricity and stuff. It was a really fun game. Definitely worth the buy. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. I'll admit I didn't play Pirate's Curse much on the Wii U. I think I played it mainly on the 3DS. I love the 3D in these games. But yeah, Pirate's Curse is one of the best Shantae games ever made. X-Type Plus. Definitely another hidden gem here. Not a big game. I think it was sold for maybe $2.99 back in the day, maybe $2. But yeah, it's an arcade shooter, top-down shooter, and very high score based. I remember I used to really be fighting on the leaderboards a lot. Weekly I'd always be in the top 5. All time I think I was in the top 20. Really a lot of fun. Chariot, another really good co-op game. The Wii U had some really incredible co-op game experiences, but yeah, Chariot, I think it's also on Switch now, so maybe take a look at it there. But yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of like a 2D platformer, but you're carrying around a king in a chariot, and you're having to throw ropes and connect it to one end of the chariot, and have someone else throw other ropes, and using a lot of physics puzzles to kind of move around the environment. It's really a lot of fun. NES Remix, really fantastic idea by Nintendo. I would love to see them release this on Switch or to do another one, maybe Super NES remix. That'd be an amazing ad to throw into the Nintendo Switch. Xeodrifter from Renegade Kid or Atui. Yeah, really fantastic Metroidvania. Probably one of their best games they've made. Yeah, it's small, concise, but it's incredibly well made with some really good music and visuals. Again, I played this mainly on the 3DS. The 3D just again looked awesome, but it's nice to see it on the Wii U. Ollie Ollie. Everyone kind of knows this. Ollie Ollie 2 and Ollie Ollie World recently released on Switch and other platforms. But yeah, really fun kind of arcade, high score kind of skateboarding game. It's fun. Severed. Honestly, I didn't play a lot of this, but I did play through. I'd say probably 2/3 of the game. And yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I'm trying to remember who the developers are. It's slipping my mind right now, but um, I think it might have been Guacamelee, and then they did Severed. I might be getting it mixed up, but yeah, the developers are really good, and Severed's a really fun kind of first-person dungeon crawler type game. Never Alone. This is kind of a learning experience game, but as a 2D platformer running through like the Arctic. Really fun. It's kind of goes over indigenous folklore and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. The Fall, kind of an interesting 2D Metroidvania horror esque kind of game. They do have The Fall Part 2 out as well, a sequel. But yeah, no, The Fall, really, really good game. Pirate Pop Plus, I mentioned this in my 3DS Hidden Gem video. Again, I played it mainly on 3DS, I believe, but yeah, Pirate Pop Plus here, really fun arcadey style game. Ultratron, another kind of a shooter. It's a fun game. Wooden Sensei, good platformer. Not amazing, but definitely worth a play. I think it's just would be considered another one of the hidden gems. It's a really fun 2D platformer. Has a kind of a grapple kind of ability and some pretty fun levels. Game and Wario. Again, I usually put these Nintendo ones a little bit further down the list. I want to put the spotlight on some other games, but Game and Wario was a lot of fun. I did get this as a Club Nintendo reward, I believe, when they were leaving. I believe when Club Nintendo closed down, they gave, I forget what it was. Either you could get a whole bunch of different games at the end of the year, and you had a selection for free of, a bunch of downloaded Wii U games, or I think there might have been a couple physical things that you can get. Not remembering it exactly, but yeah, Game and Wario I got with that, and yeah, has some really fun little games. Not a typical WarioWare type game, but yeah, it's definitely fun. New Super Mario Brothers U. It's definitely a fun 2D Mario platformer. Was definitely kind of um, feeling the it was definitely getting a little bit boring playing the 2D Mario games. There's so much coming out at that time, but yeah, it's definitely a good one. SteamWorld Dig. This would be way up higher on the list if I did mainly play it on the 3DS. Really fun 2D platform, and obviously the SteamWorld series is a really great big series by was Image and Form and now Thunderful Games. Earthbound, one of the few VC titles I actually purchased. Yeah, really cool to see Earthbound come out. And yeah, hopefully Mother 3 comes out soon. Nova 111, I'd say this is another sort of hidden gem. It's a pretty fun, kind of a puzzle adventure game, I'd say. Woe Dave, fun little arcade game, very quick and small, but pretty fun for what it is. Tetrobot and Co, another kind of puzzle game. Reminds me a little bit of Nova 111 actually, but definitely more puzzle oriented here. Puddle kind of reminds me of Fluidity a little bit. Yeah, Puddle was a fun one. Block Drop U and Block Drop X Twisted Fusion. These were from one of the most infamous developers and supporters of the Wii U eShop, RC Madiax, I believe. And he did a lot of the really shitty shovelware, crappy games, but one of the ones that really kind of put them on the map was Block Drop U. It's not well made, it's not anything too special, but it's a pretty simple concept, fun enough. Few levels, and yeah, it was cheap, so yeah, I enjoyed this one for sure. And Block Drop X Twisted Fusion, it's kind of a build up on Block Drop U. Think of it as a sequel. Color Bombs, another one from RC Madiacs, not that great. It's really, you just tap the screen where there's a spot and you try to do chain reactions. It's not that great at all. Child of Light, I never actually played through, but I hear really good things. Stealth Inc. 2, A Game of Clones. I played a little bit of this on Steam, never played it on Wii U. Really should at some point. I always heard that the Stealth Inc. games are a lot of fun. Star Fox Zero, The Battle Begins plus Training. Probably should have had this in the demos, but yeah, you've played this before, Star Fox Zero. Fatal Frame Made in of Blackwater. I don't believe I actually purchased the whole game. This was just the original, the prologue mission, I believe, and then the rest you would download from the eShop. Rivers of Alice Extended Edition. Never played this. It must have got it on very cheap sale or something. Amiibo Tap. Nintendo's Greatest Bits. Yeah, amiibos were definitely a big thing with Nintendo, so this was one of the kind of games they try to add value to for people who are picking up amiibo that weren't just collecting them. Paper Monsters Recut. Honestly, don't remember much about this. Wii Sports Club was definitely a big fail when it came out. It's always surprising how little effort Nintendo can put into some games. And these Wii Sports casual type games are definitely one of them. So that also extends to Switch Sports. Seems like a very low effort game. Explodey Bomb. No recollection. The first Skunk bundle. I think this was free. I probably didn't play it. Cube Men 2. I did buy this and I intended on playing it. It had like a full level creator. I was really into the level creator thing at the time with Super Mario Maker and Chicken Wiggle and other games that were coming out around the time, but never really ended up playing into that. Lone Survivor, never played it. Swap Fire, didn't play it. Tank Tank Tank, this was the free download, I believe. Never purchased Tank Tank Tank. I wish I did. Again, I never got the Wii U I didn't get the Wii U at launch, so I didn't get Tank 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 at that time. So I haven't actually played it, but I did want to. I know it's a really fun arcade game. And Zen Pinball 2, which was kind of everywhere around, in 2014 to 2016. The pinball games were kind of everywhere. So yeah, those are all the games here. A few hidden gems, definitely some really amazing indie games here. Really, these first two pages, you can't really go wrong. And a few of these up here. I'd say everything from Puddle Over is definitely worth a pickup, and then a few of these that I haven't played, I'm sure, are really fun, like Child of Light and Stealth Inc. But yeah, anyway, let's for those watching just for the game recommendations, hope you enjoyed. But for the rest, I'll be going through my other video and going through a tour of my play log and a few of the features of the Wii U, just as kind of a nostalgia trip. And we're back here, so let's go through some of the apps that I had. So I had the YouTube app, which did work well. I don't think I used YouTube much on here, though. The Wii U chat, I don't think I ever used this. Honestly, wouldn't even know how to use it when it came up. Parental controls, very annoying sometimes. Health and safety information, Me Maker. I guess they needed to kind of carry on the Me thing, but, I felt like the Mi's were getting pretty old by the time Wii U came out. The daily log, we will definitely be going through this. Really, really cool, but I do think the 3DS activity log is much better than this still. Netflix, again, I played Netflix like crazy, or I watched Netflix like crazy on the Wii U. Having the gamepad, having the Wii U in the living room, and having my bedroom near the living room back in university, and being able to watch and do that from the Wii U in my room was great. And Uplay, I think I had this for Splinter Cell Blacklist, I think that's where I did this. Maybe Assassin's Creed 3, I think, which I had on Wii U. Demos, let's go through these. So demos, Blasting Agent, Hidden Gem on the 3DS I mentioned, Vector Assault, Cube Life, Zombier, Pokken Tournament, played this a little bit, that was a pretty fun game. NBA 2K13, thought that was just a cool demo. Nano Assault Neo, Nano Assault EX on 3DS is awesome. Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, that was a pretty infamous game. Chasing Aurora, I remember that was a pretty big indie game. I'm not sure why I didn't pick it up. I think I planned on it for sure. 3 Souls, didn't really play that. Spin the Bottle, Bumpy's Party, from the same people who did Affordable Space Adventures. Apparently a really fun party game. Demo for Art of Balance. Yeah, Art of Balance is amazing on the 3DS and just a really good game. Everyone should pick that one up. Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. Yep, that was a really good racing game. Really has a good sense of speed, and yeah, that was definitely one of the best kart racing games aside from Mario Kart. Resident Evil Revelations, awesome on the 3DS. Didn't play it on the Wii U, but I did try out on here, and it's still a really good Resident Evil game. Lost Reavers, this was a really interesting game back then. I also have the Lost Reavers Notice. I don't even know what the difference is here, but yeah, this was I think it was like a free to play game originally. It's been closed down since, and you can't play it now. But yeah, it was a really boring, uh, muddy, crappy looking sort of dungeon crawler, I think. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing with that. And these, which were really cool, good blast from the past. I only have the three of them here. I think I removed the other ones. I wish I kept them because you can't download them again now. But these are from one of the E3 events, and they allowed us all to have demos of these E3 games at the same time, which was amazing, and that's what E3 should be doing nowadays. But Extreme Exorcism, fun arcade game. Typo Man, this is interesting where you kind of type in words to fill out the level in front of you. And it's just pretty unique and interesting. And Rive, which is definitely the best of the bunch, really amazing arcade shooter. Star Fox Guard special demo. Do have Star Fox Zero that came with Star Fox Guard, and I did like Star Fox Guard because it used the Wii U gamepad in interesting ways. And last thing here, Wii U Panorama View trailer. Never really purchased any of these panorama kind of Google Maps type viewing things on the Wii U. That was always a little weird. Let's see. If I go to Miiverse, this was obviously one of the biggest things on the Wii U, and I did love the Miiverse. I posted on it all the time. I'm pretty sure I backed up all my Miiverse posts and stuff somewhere else, and I can hopefully find those somewhere. But yeah, very sad Miiverse service has closed. It makes sense that they closed it down, honestly. It seemed weird and kind of a bad idea for Nintendo to hold off on kind of having their gamers and players market the games themselves to other people by not using like a Twitter or a Facebook or anything like that. Instead, they kept everything to their own internal service. So, they're kind of losing out on the marketing capabilities of, people actually playing their games. So, anyway. So yeah, that's Miiverse. Closed down, very sad, but it was really fun while it lasted. The eShop, obviously. Actually, yeah, let's go to the eShop. See what we got going on the eShop now. Always like this kind of mini game that they had here at the start. This little like tile thing, 2, 3. You can kind of time it right and try to get everything right. Okay, so incredibly slow. The music I never thought was as good as people like to think it is. Actually, it's kind of annoying. I think the Switch's eShop is leagues better than this, like not even close. But yeah, it had like some of these cool little like categories and stuff that you can look for. Mario games, but it's just like, God, they gotta switch some of this up a little bit. Like, why every time I go here, why do I need to see Kirby games? It's not like you have that many on the Wii U anyway. I don't know. It's a little weird. But yeah, balance on the side, my menu, search. And you can do some searches up here, but again, it's just incredibly slow and just not a great service, to be honest. Not fun to kind of scour through, whereas even though the Switch takes a while to load up all the games, it is still significantly better than what the Wii U had to offer. The internet browser, again, was really quick, really fun to kind of go through here. It was nice that, at the time, like, Nintendo systems always had really bad internet browsers and stuff like that. So, yeah, one of the last things I was on was Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. All of these characters that they had added in. It's really, really fun. Anyway, yeah, it was a good internet browser for sure. And notifications and download management. Okay, so let's go to the real fun stuff here now. I think I kind of showed you everything we have here. Let's go to the daily log. Again, so the activity log on the 3DS is way better than this. But I think you can sort through this by month. So let's go to the very beginning of my Wii U days and see the amount of time I sunk into this system. Okay, so right now we're on daily, I believe. So let's go to this month. Okay, so let's go all the way back. Again, didn't play it very much. Right now I'm just hitting the L button and jumping to the earliest time. I believe I got it in 2014 when I got it originally, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I played it a lot here. Yeah, June 2014 is when I got it. So that first month I played it for 83 hours. I played it like crazy. Got Mario Kart, you got Wonderful 101, Zombie U, which is amazing, fantastic game. Like, look at this. Like, when I first got this, I had all 4 of these games to play, and Scram Kitty. Like, this is an amazing first month for the Wii U. You know, like, these were the days here, you know? Mario Kart 8, you guys know how good that is. Wonderful 101, one of Platinum Games' best, honestly. I love this game. Zombie U, one of the best horror games I've played, honestly. If you haven't played Zombie U, I highly recommend that game. New Super Mario Bros. U, again, not amazing, but it was fun to play. Scram Kitty, eShop, Miiverse, all this other stuff. Wii Sports Club, Tank Tank Tank. I guess I did play it for a little bit at the time. Sonic Lost World demo. Oh, I lost that too? Jeez, all these. Sonic Lost World's awesome, by the way. The Cave, Chasing Aurora demo. Look at all these. Look at all of this. Wii U chat, I guess I did use it for 5 minutes. I have no idea. But yeah, there you go. That is for June 2014. What about July? So we got Super Mario 3D World. Holy, what a great game. Wonderful 101, still playing that. Earthbound, played that for 5 hours. Mario Kart 8. Wii Party U, a little bit of Game & Wario, and Armillo, just started that. Pikmin 3 for August. Oh, by the way, Pikmin 3, one of the best games like ever made, honestly. Like, that final boss still gives me like chills. It was so good. Game & Wario, Miiverse, X-Type Plus, Armillo, finally played through the rest of that. Yeah, so that game's about 6 hours long. Skylanders Giants, played that for a little bit. Mario Kart 8, yeah, more New Super Mario Bros. U. Batman Arkham Origins, just purchased that, started playing that. Oh, jeez. Oh, I guess I didn't play anything in September. That's crazy. Wondering what happened in September 2014. It was in school, so that might have been beginning of school or something like that. Beginning of university that year. Bayonetta 2 demo, 35 minutes. One Sensei demo. Yeah, 3D World, Mario Kart 8. Yeah, so this is definitely with university starting up again for the year, for that semester. Definitely didn't have much time on the Wii U. Jeez, skipping November again. Jeez, yeah, definitely slow down. I think this is probably around when Super Smash Bros. Came out, because I think then I really jumped in. Got Super Smash Bros., Bayonetta 2. Oh, Tropical Freeze was so good. Wii Party U, Sonic Lost World, Mario Kart 8, Miiverse, Nintendo eShop, Lucadian Chronicles. Remember that game? That was one of those free. I think it was like a card game. It's free. X-Type Plus. Played a little bit of that. Game & Wario again. Kept coming back to New Super Mario Bros. U. Must have been something about it. January 2015, even more Super Smash Bros. Sonic Lost World. A lot of fun. Runner 2, Tetrabot, Teslagrad. Yeah, and kind of some of your usual suspects down here. Nintendo TV, remember that? Yeah, more Smash Bros. Teslagrad, NES Remix, Runner 2. 2015 NES Remix. Again, most of these again here. See, a lot of these months here kind of playing the same games here, you know. This kind of goes to some of those. Oh, Affordable Space Adventures. This April 2015 here, then this must have been one of the best. Oh man, this month would have been great. Scram Kitty, played that again. Love going back to that. Watch Dogs. I played Watch Dogs on the Wii U, and it was awesome. I loved Watch Dogs. Splatoon, this came out. Oh, Splatoon was so good. Oh, like, I can't tell you how good Splatoon was when it first came out. It was insane. Swords and Soldiers 2, love that. Miiverse, played that a lot. Wooden Sensei, Puddle, yep, Game & Wario, Block Drop U, 46 minutes on Block Drop U, that's crazy. Yeah, all these, the Global Test Fire, The Fall, 1 minute there. Platoon, The Fall, played more of it there. all these events. So yeah, this must have been June then, right? Yeah, June 2015. So around E3, got the event preview for Runbow, Mutant Muds, Rive, Typo Man, all this stuff. Soul Axiom. Yeah, so these are the other ones. Soul Axiom, Freedom Planet, Lovely. Yeah, Freedom Planet, Lovely Planet, I believe. Yeah, Extreme Exorcism, Sports Ball there. Yeah, this was good here. Cloudberry Kingdom, played through that. Splatoon even more. Definitely got into Splatoon. That was some good times. Lego City Undercover was obviously really good as well on the Wii U. Whoa, Dave. And yeah, kind of moving through here. Kind of similar games here. Runbow was obviously a big game for us. I believe this was third year university. Yeah, Smash Bros. Yeah, Cloudberry Kingdom, Child of Light. Again, just a minute there. X-Type Plus, even more time. Fast Racing Neo in December 2015. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Here you go. Here it comes. 91 hours in Xenoblade Chronicles X in January 2016. You know I was eating well there, guys. Woo! Oh yeah, and that Miiverse time, that is definitely me posting as many screenshots as I could, because I was dumbfounded how amazing that game was. Oh yeah. This is, 8 more hours here. Yeah, I played over 100 hours of that game for sure. Damn. Star Fox Zero coming up here in 2016. Splatoon, Star Fox Guard. Yeah, Shantae, Fast Racing Neo again. Yeah, Star Fox Zero. Yeah, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, played through that. That was fun. Finished up more Star Fox Guard. Nintendo Land, finally played that. I don't think I ever actually owned this. I might have borrowed it from somebody. Batman Arkham Origins, started playing that a little bit. I'm sure I'll see more of it in this next one. Yeah, there you go. 3 hours here. That was actually really good on the Wii U as well. Oh man, 11 hours here. Over quite a few months I was playing that. 4 more hours here. 66 hours in Netflix here in September. Oh yeah, I was watching it for sure. 33 hours. Yeah, so I guess I first got Netflix in 2016. Had it ever since. Yeah, 54. Holy crap. Yeah, Netflix time, man. That is something. Call of Duty Ghost, that was a fun game here. I wish I got Black Ops 2 as well, but I didn't. 56 hours Netflix. Damn, guys. It is taking up the time. Rodea the Sky Soldier, that was a fun game. I think I played the Wii version of it on here. Oh, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Ooh, yeah. Eating well here. Right before the Switch is coming out, too. That was an amazing game, guys. Really, really good. Oh, I played 46 more hours of Xenoblade Chronicles X. What did I do? Did I not finish it? I take a break. I might have taken a break and came back to it. Holy crap. Must have. Okay. Breath of the Wild. Here you go, guys. March 2017. Again, I also didn't buy the Switch right away. I think I got it in May 2017. Yeah, I got on Breath of the Wild on here. And again, Miiverse, I was posting that thing like crazy. Wow. Yeah. March 2017, I lived in the world of Breath of the Wild. Okay. 17 more hours of this. Splinter Cell Black. Actually, let's go back. Splinter Cell Blacklist. Incredible game on the Wii U. Incredible game. Legend of K. That was a fun one too. Yeah. 2017 definitely made me more interested in some of the Wii U stuff. I think I knew that Switch was coming up, so I wanted to play some more, get some more time out of the Wii U before it kind of slowly died off. Yeah, Rivers of Alice. I guess I did play an hour of it. Definitely not that memorable then. Ninja Gaiden 3. Yeah, played that. Netflix. Disney Epic Mickey 2. Did not play most of that. Yeah, July 2017. August 2017, Netflix. Netflix again, Mass Effect 3. Oh yeah, I played that on Wii U. That was a fun one. That was a really good game. Yep. Usual suspects, Netflix, Smash Bros, Netflix, Miiverse, Netflix, Netflix, Netflix. Became the Netflix machine, guys. What can I say? I guess I had a hankering for some old indie games just to kind of turn them on, see if any of them clicked in 2018. Netflix again, 2018. Yep, it was a Netflix machine for sure. I wish I could tell you what shows you actually watched at the time. Oh yeah, Netflix, eShop, Super Mario Maker, and coming up to 2020. And yeah, we're pretty much at the end here, April 2022. Pulled it out again, looked at a few of these things, and yeah, and that's basically it. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's my review of my entire kind of play history with the Wii U. Shows you kind of that it was mainly a Netflix box for the most of it, but when some of these big games came out, like Tokyo Mirage Sessions or Zelda Breath of the Wild or Xenoblade Chronicles X, I completely dove into the system and absolutely loved it. A lot of those fun party games were there. Again, Affordable Space Adventures, Sports Ball, Runbow. These games were, always there and something I always want to jump back into. Really a lot of fun. But yeah, there it is, guys. There's my entire tour of the Wii U. This one took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but definitely some really good memories here. And I hope you got some good game recommendations and kind of scratched that nostalgia itch. This is really good for archiving, so I love doing videos like this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.